Alright guys, welcome back to episode 3. I'm going to be talking about the full guide on City 1 through 120. I think that's just going to be the title too. I don't know yet, but anyway. Okay, so let's get started. If you're on City 1 through 30, this is like early game. For the vaults, you're going to want to only upgrade the vault. And by that I mean, do not buy any of these boxes. And I'll get into that in a sec. But for now, you're going to want to unlock everything. It should be around 1,700 gems, which is not that much. It's like 9 cities. So that's like really easy. And yeah, so you just want to upgrade the vault. If you can, try to get your pickaxe to like level 8 maybe. You're gonna want to watch a lot of ads. This pickaxe is like probably the best you can do right now because it's another form of like income for your gems. And getting gems early game is not that easy, so watching ads is probably the best way to get gems. And yeah. That's pretty much it for City 1 through 30. Don't buy any boxes, only buy the vault, and only upgrade your pickaxe. And if you can, try to upgrade your remote. It should be really cheap towards the beginning, so I would get this to maybe like level 5, and then your pickaxe to like level 8, maybe level 10 if you can. But after level 8, it's kind of expensive, so I would stop at level 8. Okay, so for City 31 through 60, this is when you start alternating with boxes and vaults. That's what I would recommend at least. So this is when you would start buying only big boxes. Do not buy the seaport boxes. And the reason for that is because you don't want to get ultimates early game. It's too much of a grind because ultimates require legendaries, and legendaries require epics and rares. And ultimates also require epics and rares, so you won't have what you need to forge them, so it's not worth it. So only buy big boxes. And like I said, you want to alternate, so vault. I would recommend getting the remote to level 10, register to level 5, mop to level 8 to 10. If you can't, I mean, I would maybe like 7 minimum, but. And then checkbook level 10, but if you can't, then maybe like level 8 or level 7. That's okay. Hopefully, by you get to like City 60, you have around like 3 legendaries that you're working with. It doesn't have to be good as long as they're like legendaries, and it's better than rares and epics, but that's pretty much it for 31 through 60. So 61 through 90, you're going to want to do the same thing. You're going to alternate boxes and vaults. When you get to around City 90, hopefully you have a full set of legendaries that you're working with, and a good pet too. Because that's about ideal if you get to around City 90. And hopefully you have 2 good hand items because you unlocked the second hand. Anyway, you want the vault to be level 15 remote. Maybe, yeah, you should have around level 10 pickaxe. Level 8 register, level 10 to 15 mop, and then the checkbook 12 to 14 is what I would recommend. Also, another thing about the vault, notice how I haven't said anything about the tip jar or the piggy. I just don't see a lot of benefit for early game and mid game. It doesn't really make a difference to me, so I haven't been talking about it. I haven't been upgrading it recently. I made the mistake of only upgrading the tip jar at the very beginning, and I'm sure other people have made the same mistake. And then also, do not buy the knife or the hourglass. It's completely useless. It's just, you won't see a difference. And I also made the mistake of wasting my gems on them. And do not buy the suitcase unless if you love watching ads. Like, watching ads is your thing. When the investor comes, and you have time to watch the ads, then I would upgrade the suitcase. But for the most part, it's not going to be useful. This is way more important. Okay, so for city 91 through 120, this is where I just finished, so all that's fairly recent to me. Hopefully, you have a full set of legendaries with 2 good pets when you get to 120, and then you also, this is very important, you also have legendary items to spare. So like, for example, I have this that I don't use I have 2 of the beards, I have a cap, and I have the tall black hat. For here, I have this that I use, and I have 2 legendaries to spare. And then for the hand items, I have like a variety. I have chopsticks, cleaver, mixer, and then the book. And then pets. When I say have legendaries to spare, this is very important because now instead of buying big boxes, you can move on to the event boxes. The ultimates, like I said, they require legendaries, epics, and rares. When you get to around city like 120-ish, you should have enough like epics that you saved up of different kinds, and then a bunch of rares of each kind, and the legendary. So I have basically everything I need to forge an ultimate, pretty much. Which is really important. You don't want to get the ultimate first and then wait for the legendaries and epics and whatever. So that's why I say get the big boxes because they're slightly cheaper. And then when you're ready, which I am right now because I spent so long grinding out these boxes. When you're ready, you can get the event boxes. Anyway, so for city 90 through 120, the vault. A level 20 remote is really ideal. Maxing out the register, it's really smart. The mop and the checkbook, ideally they should be maxed too. It goes up to level 20. But I made the mistake of buying a ton of these boxes and I barely got like any ultimates. So learn from my mistake, right? Don't do what I did. And then yeah, so for cities over 120, I don't really have much advice for you. I heard that upgrading the tip jar and the piggy is really worth it when you get to my stage, but I don't know. I'm not really there yet, so I think after like maybe 10 more cities, I'll start upgrading it, but for now, I'm just saving up for the moon event. Also, I didn't talk about the TV, only because it's really optional. It does make a difference if you don't want to watch a ton of ads, but I wouldn't invest a lot of gems in this. Like, I stopped at level 8 because, 200 gems just for a minute and 30 seconds, like, it's not a huge difference, and I'd rather buy a box or something, but I would not upgrade the TV as much, unless if you really hate watching ads, then I would maybe upgrade this to like cap it at level 10. And yeah, that's how I would spend gems on the vaults and when to buy boxes. That's it.